It's time to clear your mind, relax your body, and release any tension. This restorative yoga flow will take about 10 minutes. Let's begin your session. Starting in a comfortable seat, let's plant the right hand by our side and reach that left arm up and overhead, taking a deep stretch into the left side body, grounding down through that left hip. Taking your time to come all the way back through center, planting the opposite hand, reaching, lengthening through the fingertips, grounding down through the right hip, and coming back through center to gently fold forward over the legs, rounding the spine, reaching as far forward as it feels comfortable to do so. Allowing your body to fully relax in this shape and release. There's no need to push or pull yourself into any of the shapes today. Let's walk the hands back to center so we can transition onto the hands and knees for tabletop pose. Stacking the shoulders on top of the wrists, hips over the knees, nice flat back, core is engaged. Take an inhale to sweep that right arm up, and exhale, thread it through, dropping down to that right shoulder for thread the needle pose. If it feels comfortable, you can tent the right fingertips, lifting that elbow up toward the ceiling to deepen the stretch, gazing up, making sure you feel comfortable here. And then releasing this side, we'll plant the hand, coming all the way back to center and switching sides. Inhale to reach that left arm up, and exhale to thread it through, drop down to that left shoulder, staying on the right fingertips, making a tent with the hand, rotating the chest toward the side of the room, finding all of this length and creating space in the body, very slowly and naturally, not through force. Take your time to come back through center, planting the hands underneath the shoulders. And we'll cycle through some rounds of cat-cow, so inhaling to drop the belly, arch the back, look up. And exhaling to round the spine, doming the upper back, lifting the heart up toward the ceiling. Take one more like that, lifting the chest, the heart forward, shoulders drop back, and breathing out to round the spine. From this shape, we're going to transition into Cobbler's pose, so you can shift your legs off to one side, bring the soles of the feet together, knees out wide. You can bring your hands to your ankles for support, sit up tall, and then gently fold forward over your legs. If it feels accessible in your body today, you can walk your hands out in front of you, resting on your forearms, allowing your nose to drop toward your knees, crown of the head relaxes toward the floor. Softening into this shape as much as possible, meeting any sensations with patience. Slide yourself back up. We're going to bring the hands underneath the knees to draw them in together toward one another. Straighten your legs out long on the mat into a gentle forward fold, so you can walk the hands forward, close toward the shins, the ankles, around the spine, and soften your upper body over your legs. Instead of trying to reach or pull yourself into any of our shapes today, just really let your body land wherever it lands. That's usually the quickest way to create that space that we're looking for. We'll gently lift ourselves up and out of this shape, and then take the hands underneath the knees to bring the legs out in a wide V position for our wide-legged forward fold. Pointing the toes toward the face, you can walk the hands forward again as much as it feels comfortable. If this pose feels intimidating for you, no worries, you can always stay seated and have a tall spine here as well. There's no need to feel like you have to fold forward all the way down to the mat. Take your time to lift yourself back up to center. You can place your hands underneath your knees for support to draw the legs back together in toward one another. Then come to gently lie down on your back. Let's keep the right knee squeezed in toward the chest, left leg is long on the mat, and take that knee and cross it over the body toward the left. And you can keep the hand on top of the knee for support to allow yourself to transition into this spinal twist more easily, gently gazing over the opposite shoulder, slowing down the breath, meeting your body where it is today, and noticing how your body is absorbing this particular shape. Let's come back through center and shift into half happy baby pose. So you can bring your right hand to the outer edge of your right foot, keeping that knee drawn in toward the shoulder. You can always drop your right hand down your leg closer to your ankle or your calf if that feels more comfortable here. From half happy baby, we'll transition into an extended hamstring stretch so you can straighten that leg as much as possible, interlacing the hands around the back of that calf or quad, rolling that ankle around in a couple of circles in one direction, and then switching sides to reverse. We'll release this side and draw the left knee in toward the chest. Keeping the right leg grounded, crossing it over the body toward the right as that left arm reaches out to a T, gazing gently over that left shoulder, breathing into the side body, breathing into this twist, allowing yourself permission to slow down and be still. Let's gently release this side so we can come all the way back through center and take our half happy baby on this side, making any variations that feel most comfortable today. If you can keep the knee squeezed in toward that shoulder as you ground down through that right leg, you'll receive maximum benefit from this particular posture. We'll transition into our extended hamstring stretch, interlacing the hand around the back of that calf or quad, rolling that ankle around a couple of circles each direction, and reversing. And to release this side, we'll bring both legs long on the mat, stretch, reach your arms up and overhead, interlacing your hands, pressing your palms toward the back of the room. You can point your toes, puff up your chest, lengthen the body as much as possible, then gently release that grip to cactus your arms, bending at your elbows, drawing your knees in toward your chest, and lifting your legs up toward the ceiling to create this L shape with the body. If you're feeling tight in your legs, you're always welcome to bend your knees a little bit here. You can continue rolling out through the ankles. This is one of the best restorative postures for calming everything down. Allowing ourselves that permission to be still instead of needing to do anything here. We just rest and receive the benefits of our practice. Slowing down the breath. Let's hug the knees in toward the chest, wrap the arms around the legs, drawing the forehead toward the knees, curling up into a tight ball, and then fully releasing into our Shavasana, final resting pose. So feet can come to either corner of the mat, arms by your sides, palms up. Let's take a full breath in through the nose and a big exhale out through the mouth to let it go. And in our final resting pose, we start to notice the weight of our body in this shape, that fullness and heaviness, and start to allow the shoulders to get heavier. Noticing the weight of the arms, the back of the body fully imprinting into the mat. With each exhale, we give ourselves permission to drop more fully into this final shape, letting the hips relax, letting the legs be heavy, all the way down to the calves, ankles, feet, and toes, completely heavy, completely still. Nothing to do, nothing to fix, nothing to figure out. Just a willingness to be still and quiet and absorb all of the benefits of our practice. Let's take one more full inhale through the nose, filling all the way up to the top. As much air as you can possibly take in, and then a really big exhale out through the mouth to let it go. fully releasing. You're welcome to stay in this position as long as you'd like, bringing movement to the body whenever you're ready.